What's the process here? How long will it take before the field's completely down and you guys can start prepping it for a game day?
Well, our goal is to be done with actually installing the sod by tomorrow afternoon. So end of day, Sunday, we'll have all the sod on the ground. And then we'll start actually putting lines down on Monday at some point, probably Monday afternoon.
With the seams, how does that knit? You know, I mean, do you guys got to go over it, or is it just grow natural?
Visually, you may be able to see them, but if you go out, we'll let you guys walk on it in a minute, but you see how the machine is pulling the sod really tight. So you can't feel it. There's nothing there that is unsafe or is unlevel. And we'll roll this field several times with a big, heavy roller to pull everything together as much as possible, just to smooth it out. But even now, without a roller being on it, it's really a smooth surface.
And then there's a process just to keep it wet like this and keep it going for the next week or so.
It's a little different than a regular sod.
Yeah.
It does still need water, but this sod is grown in such a way that when they harvest it, you're not cutting the roots and soil as if you would a regular sod, so it's not damaging the root system, so it won't stress as bad as, say, a regular sod would. But obviously with any plant, it's going to be pretty warm and the air's a little drier today. We want to make sure to keep it hydrated.
How challenging is this for you and your crew to get this done?
It's a challenge, but it's you know, this is something that it's not uncommon in our industry. We have there's a lot of NFL teams that do this on a regular basis. Several colleges have done this same type of process, whether it be after an event or even having some damaged turf in mid-season. So it's a challenge from the standpoint that we've never done it before. But the company that we're using, and they have plenty of experience doing it. So it's just it's just different. Challenges are what make things fun. So
I heard you guys went to FedEx Field and trained a little bit, or at least learned from their crew there. What did that experience help you guys with in terms of preparing for this today?
Yeah, well, we actually went up, some of the guys, to look at the process, more so not this process of the grass process. We went up to look at the actual core covering and to kind of get a good feel for what we were going to be dealing with and what potentially we may have to replace after we were done with our event.
Clark, what's the total cost of replacing this field?
I'm going to have to defer that to our administration.
And is the company, the concert promoter, paying for it though?
I'll defer that to them as well.
Can you say how much sod is being used?
We're roughly, just given the area of grass, we're just shy of 90,000 square feet from sideline to sideline.
Does it have a special name, the sod?
The grass variety is Tifway 419, which is the same exact variety that we've had for years, that we have on all of our fields. So from that standpoint, it's the same thing. It's just that this sod is grown in I think this company calls theirs Insta-Play, but the way the sod is actually produced allows for it to be laid and ready much faster than traditional sod.
Still much faster. Does that, or could we see chunks come up next Saturday during the game?
Well, you can see chunks come up any week on any field.
Yeah.
So no, it's the idea with this sod is that you can literally play on it right away. Yeah. We could play a football game on it this afternoon if we wanted to. Obviously, we need some time to kind of groom it and really get it going. As far as we'll have big rollers on it, and it helps smooth it. The more we can do that, the better. But I've actually seen international soccer matches playing on this same type of surface literally in 2 days, but you can do it quicker than that.
Where
20
is
years
the
ago,
sod?
could you pull this off, you think? No. 20. This technology is far, and like I say, it all goes back to the methods and means that they use to actually produce the sod. We could not have, I guess they could have harvested just a thick cut sod, but you get into trouble there with drainage, because a lot of times you're going to be capping off your drainage. This sod is actually grown in a sandy medium So it matches up very well with our existing sand. So our drainage should be, you know, keep everything very much the same. With drainage, you don't want mixing and matching of different soil types. You want to try to keep everything particle sizes, not to get soil geeky on you, but you want to keep that very, very constant, and that's what allows the pore space to be there to allow water to penetrate.